Hello everyone, so this is Unit 6, Lesson 3. Use the distributive property to multiply. So our learning outcome, we will be explaining how to use the distributive property of multiplication to find products. The vocabulary or the words that we will be looking for today is partial products, distributive property, product, and decompose. How many ways we can solve the equation 7 times 12? So, 7 times 12. Grade 4, can I do rounding? Can I do estimation? There is no zeros. Miss, how can I do 7 times 12? Let's figure out how can we do 7 times 12. So, we will use the distributive property. So what is a distributive property? It's when a factor is multiplied by a sum or addition of two terms. It's very necessary to multiply each of the two numbers by the factor. And finally, perform the addition operation. For example, I have 7 times 12. So what I need to do is I need to decompose the 12. So when I decompose it, it will be 10 and 2. It can be also 6 and 6, but we will not be using it for this question because 2 and 10 is easier to multiply. So I did the first step. I decomposed the one factor from the question. Then I need to determine the product of each section or the partial product. Now I have an array model here. So 7 times 10 plus 2, or 7 times 10 and 7 times 2. When I find the answer, which is 70 and 40, I will add them together to find the final answer, which is 84. So the answer will be 84. Okay, let's do this question together. How can you find the product of 6 times 15? Use the distributive property to show two different ways to find the product. So it asked me for two different ways. Let's use the distributive property to do that. Now, first of all, I will decompose the 15. So I will decompose one factor. I chose the 15. So 10 and 5. So I will start with the first way. So 6 times 10. Okay. And 6 times 5. So 6 times 5. And I will put the plus here because we will be adding the total of these two equations. So 6 times 10 is 60. Plus 6 times 5 is 30. Now 60 plus 30 is 90. So the final answer of this equation is 90. This is the first way. Okay, what is the second way? It shouldn't be very different from the first way. It will be the same, but I will decompose the 6. Okay, so when I decompose the 6, it will be 3 and 3. Now let's start. So 3 times 15 plus 3 times 15. Why I'm doubling the same number? Because I decomposed the 6 to 3 and 3. So then I should multiply the first 3 with 15 and the second 3 with 15. The same that I did with the 6. The 6 with the 10 and then the 6 with the 5. Now 3 times 15. So I will do 15 3 times. It will be 45. Remember, if you don't know how to find the answer, just use a bar diagram. So 45 and then 3 times 15 is 45. The final answer will be 90. So it's the same answer, then it's correct. Now I found two different ways to find the product. Okay, I will do one question of this page with you. How can you use the distributive property to find the product? Use the array to help you to decompose and complete the equation. So we need to decompose 13. It will be 3 and 10. So this is 3 and 10. So we will be multiplying by 5 by 10 and 5 by 3. So 13 is decomposed to 10 and 3. So 5 times 10 and 5 times 3. As I said here, 5 times 10 is 50. And then 5 times 3 is 15. Now 50 plus 15 is 65. This is very simple how we can use the distributive property to find a product. Okay, how can you use the distributive property again to find the product? Now in 7 times 9, I will decompose the 9. Grade 4, this is a tip. Choose the biggest factor to decompose. عشان يكون أسهل لجدول الضرب أو لضرب الأرقام أختار الرقم الكبير عشان أسوي له decompose. Okay, عشان يسهل علي إني أنا أضرب. Now I chose the 9, so the 9 will be decomposed to 5 and 4. Okay, so it will be 7 times, first number is 5, plus 7 times, what's the second number? It's 4. Now let's find the answers. Now 7 times 5 is 35 plus 7 times 4. What is 7 times 4? If you don't know the answer, you can use a bar diagram. So 7 times 4 is 28. Now what is the total of 7 times 5 plus 7 times 4, which is 35 plus 28? The answer will be 63. So by the end, 7 times 9 is 63. Then you can solve question 4, 5, 6 the same way. Just decompose the biggest number to an easier, like break them to very easy numbers like 10 and 2 instead of 6 and 6. Okay, I will be doing question 9 with you. So a stock room has 4 shelves. Each shelf holds 14 boxes. How many boxes can be stored on the shelves? Now, if the number is already distributed, then it means that you will do a multiplication. Remember, رقم 14 already موزع على 4 shelves, 4 شلفات. So it will be 4 multiplied by 14. Now I will erase this because I need to use the distributive property. So I will decompose the 14 to 10 and 4. So the first one will be 4, which is this number of the shelves, times 10 plus 4 times second number is 4. Now 4 times 10 is 40 plus 4 times 4 is 16. Now 40 plus 60 is 56. So this is the final answer. Then you will do question 7, 8 and 9 by yourself. Now if you want to extend your learning, you can do these two worksheets. So for example, I will answer one question with you. So 20 times 4, I will decompose number 20 to 10 and 10. So it will be 10 multiply by 4 plus 10 multiply by 4 equals 40 plus 40 plus 40, which is 80, is the final answer. So 20 times 4 is 80 using the distributive property of multiplication. You can do the other question the same way. The only thing that you can do to make it easier for you is decomposing the largest factor. This is also an extra activity about the distributive property, but this is an easy example. So 4 is decomposed to 2 and 2. So 3 times 2 and then 3 times 2. So 3 times 2 is 6 and then 3 times 2 is 6, and then the answer will be 12. The second one will be the same. So 7 will be decomposed because the 8 is still here. So 8 times 2 and 8 times 5. And then you will continue finding the answer. Now we reach the end of our lesson, and this is the exit ticket. So there is 3 questions. Choose the question you want to answer, or you can write all of them. So I will answer this question with you, question number 2. So multiply 6 multiplied by 4 is 24, and then 6 multiplied by 10 is 60. Now let's add them together. So 4 plus 0 is 4, and 2 plus 6 is 8. So the final answer of 6 multiplied by 14 is 84. Remember, why it's 6 multiplied by 4 and why it's 6 multiplied by 10? Because we decompose the 14 to 10 and 4. Now continue the other questions, and I wish you best of luck.